University of Illinois, I'm delighted to welcome you to the 23rd Annual Roger Ebert's Film Festival. Thank you for joining us in this historic theater. I know we're all eager to watch this year's selection of Ebertfest films and go behind the scenes with our exciting guest filmmakers during the panel discussions. As many of you already know, Roger Ebert was a journalism alum at the University of Illinois and became the first film critic to win a Pulitzer Prize. To continue his legacy of film criticism, last year we announced the launch of the Roger Ebert Center for Film Studies. I'd like to take a moment to share some highlights from the exciting inaugural year. So under the leadership of Dr. Julie Turnock, a faculty member in our Department of Media and Cinema Studies and the center's inaugural director, the Ebert Center kicked off with the Roger Ebert Lecture last fall, beginning with a special video message from the one and only Martin Scorsese and a guest lecture from alum and Dartmouth College faculty member Mark Williams. Over the course of the year, the center co-sponsored several visiting scholars and artists in residence, as well as academic events and screenings across campus. Within the College of Media, the Ebert Center is home to the Roger Ebert Fellows Program, where 3 undergraduate students each year are mentored by Chicago Tribune film critic Michael Phillips. The center also offers research grants to faculty, graduate students, and undergraduates to further their scholarly work in film studies. But wait, there's more. For those of you familiar with the campus's Spurlock Museum, the Ebert Center is helping to upgrade their screening facilities to offer state-of-the-art technology at the Knight Auditorium. This improved screening quality will enable us to expand the Ebert Center's public offerings through collaboration with other educational and cultural institutions with film programs. Last but not least, yesterday and earlier today, we enjoyed the annual Ebert Symposium. The theme this year was documentary violence in the media, and the event featured a keynote by Amir George, the artistic director of Cartemquin Films. Thank you again to all of our panelists who shared thoughts and insights. 2 of the panelists will join us again after tonight's screening of 9 Days, director Edson Oda and producer Jason Michael Berman, president of Mandalay Pictures. We're honored that they spent so much of their time with us today. The College of Media is proud to be a host of this landmark festival. Thank you to our partners at the University of Illinois, the Champaign Park District, our loyal sponsors, our dedicated volunteers, and you, the movie fans. Thank you for helping us to bring these films and their creators to town. Let's ensure that future generations know the story behind Ebertfest and have the opportunity to participate in this enriching tradition. Finally, a very special thank you to Molly Cornyn, our new Ebertfest project coordinator at the College of Media and a media studies alum of the college. She joined us just last month and has done an outstanding job helping to organize all of the final details. Yay, Molly. And of course, thanks as well to our longtime festival director, Dr. Nate Cohn, and to our co-founder, producer, host, and friend, Chaz Ebert. So once again, on the behalf of the College of Media at the University of Illinois, welcome to Ebertfest, and please join me in welcoming Nate and Chaz to the stage.
Excuse me, I'm just happy to be here tonight.
I don't dance, but I'm happy to be here as well.
So another year, and we have, always one order of business before we get down to the movie tonight. Is there someone here named Warren Ward? Warren Ward? Okay, if you're not here tonight, if anyone sees Warren, tell him He won a golden thumb and he wants it. And he kept writing to us and telling us he never got his golden thumb. So we have it here for him. Okay. Thank you.
He'll write us again next year.
Oh, is he here? Where is he? Okay, great. Hi, Warren. So I have this, and because we were delayed in giving you your thumb, I have something else special for you, so you'll see us later. We'd like to thank Dean Tracy Sulkin, and tonight, before I introduce our filmmakers, I want to introduce some people that I hope that you talk to throughout the weekend, because these are people who like to talk about films. They're going to be doing some of our Q&As on stage, and they said they're very open. If any time during the festival, if you want to talk to them, I want them to stand just so you can see who they are. I actually should have had them come up on stage, but it's too late for that now. So if you'll stand, these are some of the people who write film criticism at RogerEbert.com, and one who's actually at the Chicago Tribune, but he heads our Ebert Fellow program here at the University of Illinois. Will you please stand, our managing editor, Brian Tellerico, Matt Zollerseis, Matt Fagerholm, Nick Allen, and our contributing editor, Nell Minow. Thank you. Oh, and Sheila O'Malley is here tonight, too. Thank you, Sheila. And the person who heads the Ebert Fellows program here at the University of Illinois is none other than Tribune critic Michael Phillips. Will you please stand, Michael? And Michael has 3 of the Ebert Fellows here tonight: Lee Beckett, Andrew Stover, and Tanya Trejo, and they'll be on stage tomorrow. So you're going to see a series of film trailers throughout the festival, and they were done by the students of Professor Victor Font. And these students are Cole Zabriskie, Becca Douglas, Francesca Dimitrescu, Nathan Murphy, Ziran Shang, and Roderick Carbons. Are they here tonight? Yeah, stand. Oh, yes, thank you. I love the trailers that you did, and I have to tell you, when I watched the trailers, it made me think of seeing Alfred Hitchcock's movie, The 39 Steps, that we showed last year. The 39 Steps was a very early film of Hitchcock's, and you could see a lot of his trademark things that he was doing. I want to see some of your films in 3 years and then 5 years and see if I can spot some of the things that you're doing now, because each one was so different. Thank you for taking the time to do that. And now, some of our guests who are here tonight that you're going to see tomorrow, remember our friends, the Alloy Orchestra? They've been coming. They're now called the Anvil Orchestra, but will Roger Clark Taylor and Terry Donahue stand, please? Thank you. They are here with a film, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, and it was a film that Roger had a particular interest in. We're going to show that. We also have, let me see. Oh, tomorrow you're going to see a film called American Folk, and it's folk singers Amber Rubarth, who's with us tonight, and Joe Purdy. And Amber Rubarth is going to be one of our music part of our music program. Is Amber here tonight? There she is. Hi, Amber. You're in for a real treat there. And I think, oh, okay, all right. I don't want to say this name if he's not here yet. So I will tell you why we are here tonight. So on April 4th, 2013, Roger made his transition into the afterlife. That year, I really thought Roger was going to be here to come to Ebertfest. At his hospital bed, he very carefully planned the movies that we were going to show that April. You remember Nate came to Chicago several times to talk to Roger. Roger said, you must start with The Chimes at Midnight. You must show the movie about the
Japanese film. Grave of the Fireflies, or which one was it?
Well, anyway, he told us the films, he told us the order we had to show the films, and we had actually made arrangements for him to come to Ebertfest. And because he was, he was actually in pretty good shape, but we had made arrangements to bring him in an ambulance just so he could lay in the hospital bed while he came here. We didn't really think he was that sick at that point. We really didn't. We thought he had at least 2 more years to live. So on April 4th, when I went to take him home, it turned out to be the time that he was saying goodbye to all of us. And one of the things in the 10 years since he left, people ask, what do you really think Roger's legacy will be? Of course, some of the fanboys say, I hated this movie, his books about hating movies. I really think Roger's legacy is empathy. He said that movies are a machine that generates empathy, that allows us to live in the lives of someone who's different from us, someone who's a different age, a different color, a different religion, a different socioeconomic class, a different nationality, and to understand those people a little better who share this earth with us, who walk this journey with us. It's empathy that I think is Roger's legacy. And so when we were planning this particular Ebertfest, we don't always have a theme. This year we said it has to be empathy and the movies. And so we very carefully chose the films that we're going to show this week. And the opening night film is one of those films. It's a beautiful film. It's a first-time film by a filmmaker named Edson Oda. And he made a movie called 9 Days. And I'm going to let him talk about it when we bring him out. But let me tell you a little bit about him. Edson Oda is a Japanese-Brazilian writer-director based in Los Angeles. He graduated from the University of Sao Paulo with a bachelor's in advertising and completed his Master of Fine Arts in Film and Production at the University of Southern California. His first feature film, 9 Days, starred Winston Duke, Zazie Beetz, Benedict Wong, Bill Skarsgård, and Tony Hale, and it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, winning the Walter Salt Screenwriting Award. The film was produced by someone who I'm known for a number of years, and I am so glad he's here. Studio head Jason Michael Berman is the president of Mandalay Pictures. Berman was named in the 2016 Variety Dealmakers Impact Report and in Variety as one of the top 10 producers to watch. Berman recently produced Surrounded, directed by Anthony Mandler. But the thing that really, actually, Jason has a lot of long credits here. I'm not going to read them all. We're going to put them in the book. But the thing that I really do want you to know about Jason is he produced the #1 movie in America right now called Air, about Michael Jordan. We don't have that movie at the festival, but we do have 9 days. So I'm going to give it over to Nate because he's going to ask our guests to come out. And
I'm standing here in case Chaz forgets something. I can remind her what she should be saying. Yeah, I had the privilege of being on the radio this morning with these two guys, and they're two of the smartest, nicest folks in the industry. So so now she's reminding me of what I've forgotten. Those of you who have been coming to the festival a lot remember our coordinator, Andrew Michael Hall. He was called back for family reasons to Scotland, and we're privileged to have with us today his replacement, who's doing an extraordinary job, Molly Cornyn. Why don't you come on out here?
Hi, thank you all. I'm really excited to be here. This is my hometown, and Ebertfest has been a part of my life here for a long time, so I'm very excited to be working with Chaz and Nate and all of you. I hope you all enjoy the films.
And I have to tell you, I've been calling her the unsinkable Molly Brown because she stepped in and she just dove right in. She's been working so hard, and we are so grateful and so lucky, fortunate to have her. And now we're really fortunate because we're going to see the movie 9 Days, and let's call out its director, Edson Oda, and its producer, Jason Michael Berman.
Okay, guys, I promise to be very quick. I just want to thank you all for coming here, and it's such an amazing honor to be here in this festival. And something interesting, like I'm from Brazil, and my brother, he used to watch Roger's show, and he was the cinephile in my family, and he would educate me through like watching his show, like, oh, you should watch this movie or that movie, oh, watch Taxi Driver, you know, and in some sort of way I was educated by Roger through my brother. So it was so good to be here, and just this is amazing, and just to give back to something I got a lot from.
I wanted to add that I grew up watching Roger Ebert on TV, and he had such a big impact on me and the movies that I saw, and I could not agree more with the empathy machine aspect of it, and I think that definitely had a big impact on me for the types of movies that I want to produce, that are movies that can have an impact on others, and having them have empathy for the characters and other people's journeys. But I also wanted to add that I've gotten to know Chaz over the last 10 years through the Sundance Institute Catalyst program, and Chaz is just one of the most special people that I've gotten to know. She is a beaming bright light of energy into any room that she walks, and she leaves an impression, and I'm just so grateful to you and Nate for inviting Edson and I here tonight to share the movie with this audience.
And now just enjoy the movie. Thank you so much.
We'll see you for a Q&A after.
Yeah.